Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Man, I hope that some of the stories I'm sharing is helping some people, or at least you get to share it, and maybe with people that are having similar issues with prostate cancer. And it's not all bad. There's some good, and I'm going to start sharing some things post surgery that are where I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm able to do a whole lot more, and what that looks like. Um, Today, I wanted to talk about another kind of mental strain I had, and some may have dealt with it, some may have not. But of course, the first mental strain is the actual telling people that you've got prostate cancer and sharing it with your kids and your family and all that. There's a lot that comes into that. But the second most mental strain for me was my physical appearance. I have spent a lot of time, probably since 2014. I have consistently worked out anything from CrossFit to resistance training. Weightlifting is where I kind of hang my hat right now. Um, so I knew as soon as I was diagnosed, I had to come off testosterone. That's fine. I had no problem doing that. The alternative was a whole lot better, not having the shots than what the outcome could have been if I didn't get off of testosterone. So at this point, I'm like a week and a half into post-op and my recovery, and I'm waiting for my catheter to be removed. And man, you in the beginning, I take a shower, I come out of the shower, I get dressed, and I just go back to the couch and then do my walks religiously. Did my walks every hour. I was outside walking around the yard. Um, but about a week and a half in, I get in the shower, I come out of the shower, and for whatever reason, I'm getting dressed, and I kind of look in the mirror, and I'm like, holy crap, what's happened to me? Where'd I go? I mean, muscle is gone for the most part that I could, noticeably anyway. I know I still had some muscle there. Fat is like any kind of fat I had, which I was about a probably 15, 16% body fat, um, which is a little bit high for me, but I knew I was going into surgery, so I wanted to be able to have a little bit of weight on me to help with that, help recover and stuff, and hopefully my body would use fat instead of muscle to recover. Well, about a week in is when I started eating again, and I talked about the complications in another video to why I didn't eat. Uh, but I look in the mirror, nothing left. I'm like, I've got to get on the scale and see what's going on here. So I hop on the scale, and when I went into surgery, I weighed 207 pounds. And like I said, I was roughly 15, 16% body fat. I had a good amount of muscle on my body. So I get on the scale and I look, and I go from 207. Now this is roughly a week and a half after surgery, or a week and a half from when this, a week and a half after surgery, because I was still recovering. So I jump on the scale, and I go from 207 pounds, I'm down to 187 pounds. Huge difference, man. My wife had to buy me new shirts, new pants. And that was mental stress for me. That was mental because I worked so hard uh, to put on muscle. I went from, like I said, CrossFit to resistance training. Resistance training. The reason I went to weightlifting and resistance training was to build muscle, because CrossFit, I was doing so much cardio that I was lost a lot of muscle mass, and I wanted that back. So over the last probably 3, 4 years, that's what I've been working on, and I've gained it, and I lost that. So when you work so hard at something, you're just kind of shot down when you look and you're like, where did it all go? I mean, I spent a lot of time. That's a lot of weight to lose, and especially when you're that low body fat, um, that's a lot of muscle to be gone. So now here I am, almost 4 weeks post surgery, and I've been trying to put this weight back on, roughly 6 weeks after surgery. Is probably a little before that. I started lifting light weight again, and I putting the weight back on was a problem. I ate lots of food. I ate pretty much what the hell I wanted to eat to get some weight back on me, and it took me a couple weeks to get that back on. But like I said, now here I am, a little over what am I, 3.5 months of post surgery, and really starting to put the weight back on. And now I'm trying to get the muscle back. I'm lifting heavier now. I feel I know I'm not fully recovered, but I'm starting to get the muscle back on, so I'm feeling a little bit better. But even without the testosterone, let me tell you, it is tough to put the muscle on. But I am bound and determined. This prostate cancer crap is not gonna beat my ass. I'm gonna continue to push on, push forward, and best case scenario, if I maintain what I have today, I'll be fine with that, and I can cut and bulk as I want to. Um, but that's a true mental stress when you have focused on something for so long and then it's kind of gone. I mean, everything you worked for is gone. It's kind of like having your dream house or your dream motorcycle, and it burns or you wreck it and it's gone, right? You have to rebuild all that. Same thing for for me, for my appearance and my physical fitness side of my life. That's something I have to rebuild. So the cool thing is that I am working out. That is far better than in some cases I could have went down the road where I'm struggling with this for years on end and not had the energy to try to rebuild muscle. But I'm not in that seat. I was fortunate to go in for surgery, prostate removed, uh, results come back, cancer's gone. My PSA was a 0.01, so extremely fortunate. So it'd be wrong of me to just sit here and sulk on it and not try to overcome it. So that's part of the reason why I've jumped back on it. And I'm like, I am not going to sit here and just let the surgery and cancers tell me this is it. I've lost muscle, I've lost weight, and I'm going to struggle with that. Nope. Get back on there, get on the weights. I started off with like 5 pound dumbbells and worked my way back up, and I'm still not at the weight I want to be at as far as my lifting weight. Like bench press, I was bench pressing almost 350 pounds, and I'm lucky now if I can hit 200, 225. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I wasn't able to even bench press 185 when the doctor told me, "Hey, you're good to go." So yeah, I just want to jump on here and kind of discuss the mental strain outside of telling everybody and find out you've got cancer. There's other parts of it. But the good news is that you jump back from it, you spring back from it. You don't let cancer become who you are. You control it by who you want to be. Don't let it take you down, man. Keep living life. Hey guys, we're going to beat this together because we are freaking prostate cancer warriors, man. So, hey, stay healthy, live life, man, and we'll get through this all together, man. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you on the next video.